Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs 1 minute early tonight, just for you, because it is you, the chat, that deserves on time, hetero, and under budget hosts. So there you go. There you go. Welcome. I'm just sitting here by myself. My mom's basement or whatever. Hanging out with you fine folk. And we've got you know what today is. Today is Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney, we're gonna finish this case. Oh my goodness, are we gonna finish this case? The case of the what is it? The murder at the movie studio. The murder at the movie studio. We're gonna finish that. I'll have to break out my Slowbro Rodriguez voice for the Spanish woman, because I guess that's how Spanish women sound to me. Look, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that that's how Spanish women sound. Maybe if they called occasionally, I'd know their voices better. But oh my goodness. Let's see, what do we have to talk about? There's some stuff I need to talk about prior to starting, but it's not a lot. Normally I try to do a whole topic before Ace Attorney, and there's not a whole topic to cover, but there are some things that should be addressed and talked about. So we're gonna do that. First, let's talk tomorrow. Tomorrow is Chad Dad Chat. Confirmed guest. This is a Friday dad stream in honor of the Father's Day that I missed with my kid because I was down at Anime Matsuri. Kids. One of my kids, to be fair, was at camp for Father's Day, so he doesn't get to hold any grudges, but the other 4 sure do. But since not all dads get to be home on Father's Day, some are out for work, some are out for whatever, some are just out because of various conditions. However, when you get back, you do a Father's Day with your kid. That's how you do it. So we're doing a late Father's Day because we're back. It's mostly my fault. Confirmed guests, Doug TenNapel, Larry Blydner. All right, my two co-Chad dads, they will be on the show. We're confirmed for both of them. An additional dad that may be joining us is one Primarch Perseus Tyrone Beardicus. May be joining us. Not confirmed, but indicated. How's that? Mr. Beard may be joining us. In the case that Mr. Beard joins us, we will not be talking about the Vic case. So please don't come in expecting to get a bunch of Vic case information. It's at a point right now where I would prefer if Ty were not on to talk about Vic's case much, if at all. There's some good things happening that I'm going to talk about in a little bit behind the scenes, and we're gonna let that stew and see how that happens. But yeah, so possibly Ty, definitely Larry and Doug. I am so thirsty. Oh my goodness. So there's that. Saturday, Viva Frey, much requested, and apparently I'm much requested by his fans as well. Viva Frey and I will be talking on Saturday. We'll be talking about internet censorship. We'll be talking about his video on Alex Jones's deposition got taken down. So that's one we're going to have to hit and figure out the story there. We're going to talk about Section 230 of the CDA. We'll probably talk about that proposed bill. Even though Viva is a Canadian, we will be forgiving him for that. And with that forgiveness, with the forgiveness of him being a Canadian, we will recognize that Canada is subservient to the United States as far as internet speech laws tend to go. Since many of the titans of the internet are US based and have to abide by US law. So we will be talking, Viva Frey and I, Saturday, normal time, 11 p.m. I'm not sure how long that show is going to go because that will be pretty late for him, and I don't know how late he'll stay. But it's quite common for new guests to the show say they'll only stay for a little bit and end up staying for quite a bit longer. So there's that. What next? So yesterday, I've been called out by Shane Homburg for not knowing how to use Google Drive or Dropbox or OneDrive or whatever. If that's what Shane needs to think to help himself, finish or whatever, that's fine. I don't really care to put up a document folder. I don't in my other cases. People can go find the documents that I'm putting out there. So, and I encourage people to do that, because if you want to independently study lawsuits, you should be able to go find most of the documents. Of course, there are some documents that you may not be able to get as easily, and that's the ropes. Sometimes I'll release them, sometimes not. But the interesting thing is there are plenty of resources out there that are collecting these documents. So I don't see why having some official from me version is important. But if Shane feels like it's important, I know it's definitely not. Because Shane, again, is the dumbest person on the planet. With that said, I have been accused of something heinous. Shane has said I did not release the entire transcript. False. Now, I am of the understanding that there was some discussion in the courtroom that was not recorded. There's a section marked off the record in which the stenographer stops typing and notes only that off the record discussion has occurred, and that was notated in the transcript. The rest of the transcript is presented in its entirety as is my understanding of the complete transcript owned by the Tarrant County Court. So if Shane has the rest of the transcript, well, I heard Shane has a document server and he can put it in there. So there you go. But I showed you the certification by the clerk. I posted all the pages. The page numbers are up at the top right. They're all in order. I don't believe anything was redacted. I could check again. Heck, we could scroll through it real quick right now. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. There's nothing else that's officially in that transcript to my knowledge. If Shane's got a better copy, put it out there, girly. Put it out there. Shane, didn't your mom always tell you to put out? So there's that. Cherry-picked parts. Nope. Read every word of that transcript. So again, not sure what he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about I cherry-picked the Rule 11 agreement proposals by Casey Eric. That's true. I said I wasn't going to go through the whole discovery documents yesterday. That wasn't a cherry pick. I was just talking about the Rule 11 confidentiality of names. So I'm pretty open and honest about what we covered last night. But if you guys ever think that I've missed something, please let me know. Please let me know. There's no ill intention. So there's there's that. What else? What else? Oh, yes. Yesterday, I mentioned a potential bonus. I don't have a bonus for you today either. However, let me suggest that there might not be a bonus. I think many of you could figure out what the bonus purportedly would be. There might not be a bonus, but the reason there might not be a bonus is good. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me hit a couple chats because they're kind of coming in here. And let me hit a couple chats and then we'll talk about that bonus thing. And then in just a little bit, we'll get to that Ace Attorney. We're going to do it. Diablo says, hey, Nick, won't make the stream tonight. Sorry, buddy. Got work, then an 8-hour drive to Missouri to pick up the GF. Gluten-free. So here's a pre-stream toast to you. Well, I mean, I wasn't here for the pre-stream toast, but I'll do an on-stream toast. Sorry, I hope my mic picked that up, but I realized I was talking behind me, and it might not have. So I'm gonna on-stream toast some Lafroig. You know, I got a DM from some cuck telling me he wants to start an argument on Twitter about whiskey. And this guy tells me, you listen here, buddy. He tells me that me not putting water in my whiskey and drinking it neat is somehow less of an experience of whiskey than otherwise, diluting it down to something lower than whatever it is. Let's talk to this guy. Let's talk about this. I'm not going to pull up the DMs. I don't want, we don't want any violence to happen to this poor sap. Here's what he says. His issue, drinking whiskey neat. Said that I have said that I only drink whiskey neat, which is true. Although I did have a frozen shot somewhere where they shook it up with some ice and then strained out the ice, or cold shot. That was pretty good. It's fine. You're either a whiskey dilettante or a muttonhead. Do you hear this? This is the stuff I have to deal with. Muttonhead? Alcohol by volume is a percent of distillate to water. If you only drink neat, you can never drink Booker's. Wrong. I'll drink Booker's neat right now. Right now. Any distillate over, say, 50% will burn your taste buds. No, maybe your taste buds, because your taste buds is just a field of vaginas sitting on your tongue crying. Okay? Learn to drink manly whiskey and suck it down. What is this? You won't taste anything. I taste everything. Drinking whiskey neat is not avant-garde, it's foolish. Neat Lafroig. Fight me. Fight me, buddy. All right. What is this? Why am I getting a phone call? If you're watching the show, just leave a message. All right. Anyway, I will not be whiskey bullied. It will not happen on this show. Never. Never. Okay. Oh, that was fun. Oh. So, all right. Okay, I should get back to these. I got distracted. I've had a good day. I hope you guys are having a good day. Ethan Amante says, "Hi, Nick. Do you think that we take the entertainment business and hobby group back from the SJW? And what best way to fight back?" Yes. But here's the best way to fight back. The best way to fight back is just to survive and endure and resist. Like, honestly, this is a pendulum thing, okay? I believe that this stuff is going to eventually lose power. Why do you keep calling me? All right, that's getting annoying. Yeah. So I think that these movements, these mob tactics and stuff, this is all going to fall by the wayside when people realize where the money is. The trick is to resist it as best as possible. Encourage the companies that you're working with to resist it. And that's how we take it back. That's how we take it back. Billy the Kid Lawrence says, "Dummy Shane says you're a coward for not releasing the entire transcript." Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Omitting parts to fit a narrative? Never. Not a single part. You're dumb for not knowing how to use Drive to release documents. I don't want to release documents. I don't want to. Pick it up? I don't want to pick it up. Oh my goodness, hold on. Hey, what's up? Okay. All right. I can't I believe you, but I need more than that. Can you email me about this? I'm in the middle of a show. All right. Thanks, brother. I'll Okay. Well, that was interesting. That was very interesting. Okay. I wish I could say what that person said on the show, but it would probably get me banned from YouTube. It was an allegation against a particular voice actor involved in this mess, and I would love to run that story, except I need more information about it. So if you're watching, please go ahead and email me that information. If I can verify it, then that's a different story. Okay. So yeah. So, Shane also says that Vic offered to admit things to defendants, thus seeming guilty. Well, again, it's hard to tell when Shane is lying or when Shane is stupid. Okay? It really is. Because every time I think Shane's lying, I'm pretty sure he might just be a complete idiot. And if that's the case, I mean, that's not a bad actor. That's just Shane, right? That's just Shane. So, I'm not going to talk much about what Shane is talking about. Let me just humbly suggest that Shane is misrepresenting at best in a charitable way. Shane is misrepresenting the story that he's talking about. But if Shane releases that story, then Shane releases that story. I don't know what to do about that. It's not what Shane thinks it is. And again, I only have to conclude that Shane is oh my goodness. Yeah, I only have to conclude that the people who are feeding Shane information hate Shane more than anybody else because they keep wanting him to look like an idiot. They keep wanting Shane to be stupid. And that's just how that's going to go. So, you know, whatever. Or Shane's lying. That's always possible, but I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. All right. The Title Guardian says, Nick, I'm willing to donate 2 items for the auction you and Tug are planning for the GoFundMe. One of them is quite valuable. Talk to Tug. I gave him the details, and he can get you into contact with me on Twitter. Okay, I will. Thank you. Thank you. The Pie Baker says, Yo, Nick, a friend of mine going through a divorce that has Fig Opera all over it. She's going to email you the docs tomorrow. Chat, press 1 if you want the boomer to cover this Shane of a divorce Minecraft a goat if not. Okay. You know, that's up to the chat, I suppose. Blaine20 says, apparently Shane is too stupid to comprehend that you're not too stupid to create a Google Drive account. No, I have several Google Drive accounts and a Dropbox account and a OneDrive account and all that stuff. And that just maybe you don't want to. Soy saturation of the brain should probably be added to the medical dictionary. It's in the DSM-6. And I don't mean the diagnostic, you know, that one, you know, the medicine one. I mean, it's never mind. If you can't figure out what DSM is, then you've never met a Spanish girlfriend. The Small Town Gamer says, hey, Nick, I'd like to send you a bottle of Woodford Reserve. Maybe send Vic a bottle vicariously through you if possible. I mean, that'd be up to you. I would humbly accept it, of course. And I should see Vic 1 or 2 more times this year. But, you know, that's the plan. That's the plan. Intimidator 0. Oh, wait, no. Blaine20 says, hey, you covered my super chat after I sent it. I want my money back. Oh, wait. Add it and this to a bottle of whiskey. Oh, well, sure. Sounds good. Wait, I thought I wasn't supposed to buy whiskey with money from super chats. That's what someone on Twitter suggested. Intimidator0108 says, hey, Nick, enjoyed watching you, Ty, Hirohei, and Tug and your fun anime Matsuri antics over the weekend while I was with family Saturday at the Twins game that they won that night, Joe Mauer's number. It was a good weekend. Hey, awesome. I'm glad. DCV Titan says, Vegeta and Nappa encounter a shoe-munching Shane. Vegeta, what does the scouter say about its intelligence? What? It's over 9. Oh, wait, no. It says it's 9x10 EE minus 10? The F does that mean? The Texan83 says, oh, I forgot. I could probably do a Nappa voice if I worked on it. The Texan83 says, Banks screwed me out of donating to Pixelexia's GFM until next week, so consider this a small solution. Get Nick to bring it up. Until then, she had a friend pass away and is raising money to pay funeral costs. Find her on Twitter. Yes, Pixelexia, I shared the GoFundMe on Twitter. I made a donation as well. A friend passed away, leaving behind 2 kids. It's a very sad story, so if you would consider, you know, checking that out and make your own decision on it. And then finally says, James Spoon, Shane lying versus stupid. Pretty sure that the Venn diagram is a circle. Oh my goodness. And then Rolana1 says, any updates on the talking over the Oberlin College case documents with Ty Beard? I was actually wanting to do it tonight. But Ty was busy until very, very late yesterday. And so he was not feeling up to it tonight. So that fell through because, well, you know, the man needs to sleep at some point. And he had to sleep tonight. But very soon we will be covering that case. Hopefully maybe sometime this coming week. I'll let you know as soon as we have that scheduled. Okay, so there's that. Oberlin College with Ty is coming. We're going to do the 12 days of Oberlin jury trial or whatever. and then we'll also talk about the punitive damages, and then going forward, maybe we can get some analysis on the likelihood that the appeals court will reduce the damages, which would be very interesting. So we'll talk about that. That's certainly a possibility. The lawsuit. Oh, excuse me. The lawsuit reprise. I think that's going to be a daytime show, and it's really as soon as I can arrange it, and it is going to be Jim Harris. Wait, Jim Harris? Jim Bullock. It's Jim Bullock, right? Oh, dang it. Now I look like a real idiot. I think it's Jim Bullock. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jim Bullock. Sorry, Don. Jim Bullock, Ty Beard, and me. And I will be, we'll be going, I'm going to figure out how to do this where we can all see it individually, but we'll be going line by line through that lawsuit. That's the plan. The Maddox and Dick Masterson lawsuit. We'll go through it line by line, and I got to find a way, and I'm working on it, to get the document on all of our screens, on your screen, and us on the screen as well, so we can go. So that's the plan. That's the plan. So but it's a daytime stream because Bullock goes to bed. Bullock is apparently so old that he eats his oatmeal at 3 and then goes to bed at like 5 p.m. So that'll be a daytime show sometime when I can muster it as soon as possible. Get Dick on the show as well. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So that's that. That's the plan for that. And that'll be fun. It'll be fun to revisit that and have Jim and Ty on to banter about. Next. Okay, here we go. Chris Nemo says, having a crappy day, off of meds, have to find both a new doctor and new psychiatrist that medical will pay for. Had to bury a special friend earlier today, and there's blood when I poo. Can I please get F's for Cassava, the guinea pig? F's for Cassava, the guinea pig. Hey, Chris, man. This one's for your day, buddy. That's a rough day. Don't you call me a muttonhead. All right. So that's where we are. What else? Anything else? Oh, there's been actually a big bombshell of an update in a case I haven't talked about much. That's the case of the Marine medic. The Marine medic who put an ISIS fighter down out to pasture is alleged to have killed him, and there was a huge bombshell in the testimony. Very rare that you have this, but sometimes the stars aligned for this. Basically, this medical SEAL, like a Navy SEAL medic, is accused of killing an ISIS fighter because he's accused of suddenly stabbing the ISIS fighter. I think right below the collarbone or something like that. And the military has suggested that the ISIS it was a kid, I think, right? Kid soldier. And the military has suggested that that stab wound is the cause of his death, and that the Navy SEAL or Marine or whoever who stabbed him is guilty of murder. Well, they got a witness, another SEAL on the stand, I think today or yesterday, something like that, really recently. And when they asked him, and he's been talking with prosecutors for a long time, they asked him about it. He went to plead the Fifth Amendment, and the judge said no to pleading the Fifth Amendment, and he was not cooperating with testifying. And so what the prosecutor did was the prosecutor, based on their interactions with him and their experience, decided to offer immunity for the potentially incriminating testimony, right? Because you can't be compelled to testify against yourself, and so he offered immunity so they could get the truthful testimony from this guy. Well, once he gets immunity, he flips the script on him completely and goes ahead and admits to suffocating the ISIS soldier himself. So he says that he's the cause of death, and that the stabbing is not the cause of death, but that he is, since he has immunity, can't be prosecuted for the murder himself. And that was a ballsy move. Prosecutors were caught completely off guard, and it may be the thing to keep that guy out of prison. So it's wild. But we're gonna I want to have Q wants to talk about that with me. So hopefully sometime next week we can talk about that. But that's coming up as well. All right. And now he claims, which is kind of interesting, he claims he did it as an act of mercy. He said that when they when they release the kid from their medical care, basically ISIS, is his assertion, ISIS was going to take the kid and torture him, and then he'd be back in the care of the SEAL medics, because they apparently torture people and then dump them off for the Americans to take care of. So I don't know. That's his story, man. He's sticking to it. But that's pretty interesting. Very, very weird to have a twist like that, but when you offer immunity, things like that can happen. Yep. No, I'm not distracted by the super chats. I was just getting through them. But now we're gonna talk about that bonus thing. So last night I covered the petition. I covered the or not the petition, the document production response to interrogatories. Whoa, where did my brain go? The response to interrogatories. I covered that, and Monica and Ron's request for a Rule 11 confidentiality agreement to protect the names of victims, something they had expressly rejected mere days before in a court hearing. There's been, from what I understand, there's been some progress on this, and I think both parties have reached at least a tentative resolution to it, and we'll have to see what that is. I'm not aware of any motions being filed or anything like that, so it looks like the parties may have come to a conclusion on that. And once all that is sorted out, I'll bring you the details that I can. I'll let you know what transpired. What I'll say is that I know the beard to be reasonable when people are reasonable with him and willing to actually work together towards things. So it is possible that they came to some sort of agreement, that they've decided to not pursue it for whatever reason. I don't know, but we'll find out as soon as possible. Frankly, I think, it only makes sense to protect the names of the people involved, right? Like, that makes sense. That's why they asked for confidentiality. That's why Bullock brought it up in the hearing, that the names of these accusers and victims or whatever, they'll probably want to be protected. They probably won't want to be out there. It was Casey who said otherwise, right? Casey who said, we want all of the names public. We want everything public, and so do they. I don't know why you would want to release the names of accusers to the world. I know why you bring them to court, right? Of course you have to, if you've got a credible witness someone who can be verified and examined and cross-examined, their name's going to have to come up at some point. But if you've got a bunch of randos accusing people, then maybe that shouldn't be brought out right away. Maybe that shouldn't be brought out because, you know, there's some heated things. I talked to someone today. Let me tell you this. I talked to someone today on our side who happens to be female and has gotten many emails saying all sorts of nice things to her from the other side, right? You can imagine the encouragement that the other side provided to a female who has stood by Vic and stuck up for Vic. You can only imagine the encouraging words that have come in from that. Now, so I think we can see why anonymous names, at least to the public and at least at the onset, is probably wise. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come to a full agreement on that and get the information that they're looking for, but we'll see. We'll see. It remains to be seen. It was not Supergirl. No. I don't know if Supergirl's gotten anything. I know Supergirl got some heat from Pretty Ugly Little Liars a while back. I don't know if she's gotten anything personal, but yeah. So if I could maybe someday I'll get permission to publish those emails. That'd be interesting. But anyway, we'll see what's up. The interesting thing is any statements are going to have to be authenticated anyway. So this might excuse some weird stuff from happening. But all right. Should we get into this Ace Attorney thing? The long story short is I don't think we're going to have a motion on this stuff or a motion hearing. And that's for the better, in all honesty. If the parties are actually cooperating on discovery, that's what we actually want to happen in a case. We want two parties to actually provide the information and make the case legitimate. This is why discovery is so broad and expansive. We want that. We want that to happen. We being the system that we're all in, wants that resolution. We want people to be candid with evidence and to provide it so that we can then weigh it. Let's get moved over here. That's the goal of all this. Where are we? Phoenix, right? Where are you? So hopefully we won't have any more shenanigans on discovery. We can just get this stupid thing going. Yeah, not like Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney does not have Ace Attorney is not reality. Aiko, yeah, I got your email about getting Vic to My Hero Con. I have to see if he's actually open that day. And that, you know, I have to check. Hold on. I gotta mentally steel myself for this Ace Attorney stuff. Oh, okay, Mythos, I gotcha. Mythos says, Muttonhead, use this for whiskey to get over my hurtful comment. I will. Mythos, you're not supposed to be giving me money, right? I thought you said you weren't gonna. Oh, and also, a comfy weeb stream is coming. A comfy weeb stream is coming, where I just get together with some real anime experts amongst you. We're gonna have, hopefully, Solo Beverly on the show, hopefully Butthole Weeb, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe someone else. We'll see. Some true anime experts, which in this crowd is pretty much anyone other than me. And then we're gonna talk some good anime. That's just gonna be a fun, comfy stream sometime soon. What do we got? And Cody will not be on this weeb stream. I'm gonna have Cody on a different stream at some point, to talk about things. Let's see. Another 40K stream sounds glorious. Ooh, we got that background music. Okay. Bring on the anime Matsuri woman? Who, like Denise? That'd be interesting. Okay. Oh gosh. I gotta get ready for this. Whew. I don't know if there's enough whiskey in the world to do these Ace Attorney streams. You know what? Stop calling me. Here we go. Hold on. Since apparently people think I'm going to like just answer the phone in the middle of a stream. No, I'm not. So I like the Spike Man says lost pause. Maybe Solo Beverly says announced guest. Yeet. Looking forward to it, man. There you go. Okay. Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai, Day 3, Trial. Okay. I muted notifications. Please don't continue to annoy me. Gavel. You're right. I always keep the gavel close. Gavel. We've got the gavel. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. She looks even unhappier. Look how pissed Mia is. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. Oh, snap! There's no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Are we utterly defenseless? I don't think so. I think we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Devil Hunter Nero says, you thought it was Jim on the phone, but it was I, Dio. Okay. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. Yeah, bigger boobs than Tifa. Hey, that Tifa decision was bull. This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. Why? Why are we doing that? Why on earth would this be a thing? You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude could you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai noob raffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. She got like a nose hanging off here. What is this? Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. Powers is innocent. You know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Oh, wait, this is important. This is important. Short round. This is not a $20 super chat, but I'm gonna hit it anyway because, you know, we got short round. Please support SCCY Firearms and the Yeet Cannon. And you can support them by going and retweeting, I believe. They're trying to get to 2,000 retweets to get Yeet Cannon slides on their firearm. Blaine20 follows up with SCCY CPX2 sucks. So there you go. There you go. Back to Salmonella. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting till around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. I don't know, this voice seems stupid, but we're going with it. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Why am I beginning cross? Primary examination didn't even happen yet. Direct examination. Yes, Your Honor. Was it studios from around 9 that morning? Hold it! Is that when you always come into work? Oh, it could be all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Whoa, Phoenix! Whoa, Phoenix! Still, it was pretty busy all that day. Ron Toye face confirmed. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. Why didn't he know? Hold it! In the employee area. That's right. It was a fight scene between Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run through? Oh yeah, the security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Whoa! She's cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. Hold on. Let me go back here. I'm gonna present this. This is probably gonna go bad. It's not really an objection. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really? See, I want to find out about the broken shaft. Oh my gosh.
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr.
It wasn't. I hate everything about this. I just want to ask him about it. Can I just ask? Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Alright, that's the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Rough. Rolling on the floor, starving? Hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Gonna have to ask all these. Oh, I'm not gonna save in the middle of the trial. Just gonna win. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had the meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Oh, I'm trying to remember. They had steaks over at the other trailer. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Move! Got him. Got him. No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. What is that? Man, that's a gross face. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. Just called him fat. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. They took a break in that meeting that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Hold it! What were you discussing? Steel Samurai story in our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those script theaters are not appropriate for children. Do you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. Phoenix, don't do this. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. Sweat. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Oops, they're awful! Well...
Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, yes, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. They took a break. One of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well.
Blaine20 says, do you think you'd like to do a panel and or live stream from Bubba Fest? Also, shout out and hugs to Miss Meadow Kitty. I mean, yeah. If I can go, I have to see if I can go.
Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. The break. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, raffle. But it's only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Okay. Alright, someone get my Minecraft. Homeboy's gotta go. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio One, lol. How long does it take to stab a brother? It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that. But that's just me. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Hold it! What time exactly did you take this break? I see it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30. That's the time of the death. So he could have gone to Studio One, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Oh, I missed this one. John Goonsel says, hey, Nick, ignore the whiskey snob from earlier. The best whiskey is the whiskey you like, the way you like to drink it. I will never ignore a whiskey snob. Oh, wait. I gotta get into my deeper anime voice for Edgeworth. There. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! It's only 13 at base 12. Hold it! What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak? What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. This is not that big of a feat. This is... I'm sorry. This is not... Objection! Eating a T-bone steak in 15 minutes can be done quite easily. Quite easily. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio One. Why is that? Objection! Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor. Your Honor. The testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from trailer... Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One?
Yeah, one of the steaks wasn't finished. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. Nick's Hex says, Nick, please say in the judge's voice, who dares awaken the planet smasher, and then in Manella's voice, it is I, the fourth dimensional Ziltoid the Omniscient. Okay.
Who dares awaken the planet smasher?
It is I, the fourth dimensional Ziltoid the Omniscient! There you go. Hopefully that's what you were looking for. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
All right, I've got the judge thinking now. There's a first for everything.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? Stop edging us and get to the full stroke. You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa! You're right. Never admit. Never. True. The break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkeyhead barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. I always do.
No counter argument, Mr. Wright. And I'm afraid you lose this round.
What? What? I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over?
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case.
Uh-oh.
Furthermore, with regards to the photos of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we have that, I'm afraid it would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor. You clicked the wrong option. The prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
We're gonna pull it back. We're gonna pull it back. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What's up, Toots? What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. So, Mia, you're saying there's a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? Kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Oh my God. Japan. No, Japan. Now wait a minute, Japan. No. Let's do it. October 19, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. I hear Mia's available.
Oh, right. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! How did I do this kid's voice? What? Just because you're all grown up and me don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Just Cody, buddy. Just look to Mia. Look to Mia. Whenever you're nervous, Cody will help you out. Answer his questions, okay? No, Mia, answer our questions. God. Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Oh, God. Judge, not you too. Witness? Or I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. But you already knew that, didn't you, Phoenix? You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Why do they let this kid have a sword in the courtroom? What is wrong with them? Please tell us exactly what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be... I prefer bearded gentlemen, thank you.
Very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
Why do his eyes get so big? I like the Spike Man says, Oka-san, no! My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it in. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. Where'd you get the new camera?
Edgeworth?
But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Found a map on the internet and I went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path so that old bag wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. Totally rocked, right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down, pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show. And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Hold on, I just want to see what I've got here. Time of death. Dragging one leg. Guide map to Global Studios. Okay. I just want to see what I got. Whoops. Hold it! Off the path. Yeah. You know, the studios are in a valley there. You go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I mean, that seems important. I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. Got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a steel samurai. Steel samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. Looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. I see. What then? Totally rocked! Right before my eyes out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kind of tall. Skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. Huh? It's being awfully vague. Of course, the steel samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. But this is outside, right? This is the problem with this. This is outside the studio. He died in the studio with a spear in him. Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Oh my God. Easy for you to say. You got nothing but firm, Mia. Objection! Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Oh? Cody, You shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody. What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera? And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Yeah, I have my camera with me. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. Oh, hey, Edgeworth. Never mind. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Did he limp? So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? Told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Hold it! Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. Still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. Let's wait and see what happens. Yeah. If I press too hard now, the judge might keep me from continuing. I'll sit back and see how the rest of this goes. What did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody? Actually, the fight was so intense that I got kind of scared. So I went straight home. Something isn't adding up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Phoenix. Doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the facts, Phoenix. Find out what he saw. We're gonna press harder on this. Cody?
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part. Well, what is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. Whoa. Phoenix, let me help you out. A samurai pimp uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part. The killing blow.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Okay. Couldn't watch it because it happened in the studio, right? Am I missing? Am I wrong on that? Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? That's not the reason, Phoenix. It's because the murder happened inside. Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. Huh?
I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth.
That's not logical.
Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We've ascertained this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai.
Hold on.
Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Either he was watching something else. Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look away from the fight?
Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I picked that before your super chat, Ike13D.
I'm aware of that too.
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. It's like... What is the... This is like the nose, throwable item in Smash Brothers. Right here. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way you could just stand there watching his hero. Not take a picture. I'm lost here. He's stabbed to death with a spear, and the kid is testifying that he got the pimp backhand outside while he died inside from a spear. Why can't I say that? Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Just like Shane's wife, every time. Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Atkins testify once more.
Very well. Cody? Would you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Okay. Are we overlooking the fact also that this kid said that the bad guy attacked the Steel Samurai? And yet, God, never mind.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. We're not saving. We're not saving. Always live dangerously. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. Stupid kid. Tried to take a picture. I really tried. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep. Okay, yeah. Okay, I need to... Okay. Here we go. Present picture. Not really an objection. The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. No, it isn't the...
Sorry, but I can see nothing faulty.
I just want to...
Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
I want to ask him about the... I don't like this game. Okay. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture! Hey! Hey! Travis the Bard says, must Bard to choose dialogue that doesn't fit the logic. How did you know? Because you're a liar! I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
Took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah! Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? Steel Samurai lost that fight. He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Do I have to present this? Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer?
I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I guess I'm the bearded man.
That's what I hate about grown-ups, you're all so self-conscious. Okay, offer the kid's glove. Testify, witness, testify. Yipes! Cody? What? And every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? Go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands a final blow. Wazam! Got 'em all. You never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody? Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? The Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no, wait! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. What a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright! Please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
Obviously. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth!
Order! I will have order. Witness! Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Order! Order!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. Hammer was the victim. There was no victim. It's a tough question. Tough question. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take his nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange.
So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops? Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, photo on my digital camera. What?
Show us. Quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
No!
Here. This is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright.
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry. This doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait! Phoenix! Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. It's by Studio 2, I know. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see the photo once more, please?
Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency. It's Studio 2. I think it's here.
You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual.
Suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all.
Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright.
Yes, please, Your Honor. I mean, I guess it's the spear? I think it's here. Okay. I mean, it's... Doesn't turn yellow anywhere, does it? I guess the giant 2 on the door isn't good enough, but the little bottom of the 2 on the top of the sign, that matters. Or is... Oh, no, this is ST. Okay. I'm guessing. There we go.
I see. A gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? Well, to be fair, I was thinking this is just a backwards 2. Whatever. But it's an S.
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible! Eh? What's this all about?
This judge just doesn't pay attention, I guess.
Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use a studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? Does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is a true scene of the crime. Here, it's Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2.
Trailer's there.
Path was blocked and no filming is done there. What to choose, trailer or path? As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Ms. D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2.
Oh, order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! This is Phoenix! Arizona. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Costume doesn't fit. I have proof.
You do? You do, Mr. Wright?
Now, if they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. There's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Atkins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. Scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. and those in the trailer did not have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Or did have time. Yes, Your Honor.
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question.
Why?
Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth. You'll need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you'll need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers.
As you say, Your Honor.
This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned.
October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair. That's all that still counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too.
Dead?
Haha. Of course we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
Two more hours of gameplay? Oh my god, this is such a long game! Oh boy! I think I should do super chats and justice chats and wrap it up for the night. This game takes way too long. Way too long. Okay. No, I don't want to play more. It's one. It's one. It'll take a significant amount of time to get through the investigation. I don't want to do 2 hours of this. The 5th case is way longer. Oh God. Oh God. No. We're gonna wrap up. I would like to play Twitch tonight as well. So, well, we'll see. Play the official Law and Order adventure games? Oh God. Oh God. For the fans. Okay. Here's the deal. Here's the deal, chat. Here's my deal with you. I am going to play the whiskey drinking lawyer song while I go grab a drink, and then I will come back and do the investigation. Okay? I will come back and do the investigation. All right? So, I'll be right back. Here we go. I'll be right back.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along with his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight. We'll hear some lawsplaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes meta, raging at idiots from Twitterland. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an Ardbeg, a Balmore, a Lafroig. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear lawsplaining tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all planet folks from Dundee to Drexel. They bring their perspective.
All right. We're gonna fade out the song here. Okay. We'll go back. Okay. Here we go. Oh, we gotta get the sound back. Okay, just a moment. I think I finished my Milos about an hour in. All right. Get back to it. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? Bring back Mia. Never come back. Just bring back Mia. And never, ever come back. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Hey, thanks, Ryan Smith. Thank you. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. All right. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer is the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Well, you notice anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP. Powers. Right. I mean, I'd rather just go to the freaking studio, but... October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help.
Ha! I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? Then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. He just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? Addie M says, got a new job since the first time I've caught you live this month. Wanted to send this your way for being such a trooper and a great sport and staying on for a bit longer. Well, thank you. Ryan Smith says, since you do it for the fans, Nick, this one is for the chat and you just being a stand-up guy. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thank you. I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. And Zernabog 2720, hey, thanks. Thanks, pal.
Must have gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees. She picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
No. Talk about... Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manella. Here he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks, how high? And all that.
I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though. I can't imagine him jumping. Regarding the murder weapon.
Yes?
Is it heavy, that spear?
It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
What? What kind of spear is too heavy for an average person? And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through?
Oh, yeah, I goofed on a round kick, you see. It broke the spear. Security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard. Here's that picture again.
Is it really Jack Hammer inside that suit?
He's the only one who it could have been.
But why would he?
Yeah, why? You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Give me about 3 more years.
Look at us, the 2 novices.
Yeah, okay. October 19th, Global Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful, like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? Bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted, if you know what I mean.
You eat, you die.
Whew! She's alive. About Mr. Hammer.
Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh. She's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she gets away.
She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal? He's a pushover. He's soft. A pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
Oh, it's Ron. It's Ron. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? Wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. I think this is a waste of time. Yeah, let's just move. We know where we're going. We're going to Studio 2. Oh no! Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Slide into those DMs. Can I examine this yet? Some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. Taking good care of these. Don't get too close. Wait, don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. I mean, come on. All right, let's go talk to this stupid chick. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. No. Oh dear. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of Steel Samurai. No. Mr. Samurai, he no here. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fate blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh, dear. Go in that trailer. Get in that trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures on how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. Guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It's one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. Typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. An old movie poster. Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell does Samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! The movie is the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars? What's next? Ninja ballet? The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. It's far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter is coming. He's a Stark. He's a Stark! Alright. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know. Getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light fan for moving staff and equipment around. They kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, show you my badge. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? There's a big 2 painted here. So this is a number in Cody's photograph. And to think, if he hadn't brought that photograph in. Don't get all teary-eyed yet. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Okay. I guess we move. Outside Studio 1. Move. Oh yeah, I lost the key card. Move. Employee area. October 19th, Global Studios employee area. Guess they're not filming today either. The guy's dead, dummy! Did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. It's where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. Wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Oh. No. Wait. No touching. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Wait, whoa. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. Guess I can be a little dramatic at times. God, that doesn't sound right. Suppose it's the... Oh my gosh, I'm like slipping out of... Suppose it's the actor in me. The actor in me. There we go. Dramatique indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine that plate on the table. Wait. Are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? This traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Feel like I'm boomering this Boston accent for some reason. Lady Raggets for female voices. She would hate that. She would hate that. Well, the testing solution on the... Why can't I do this right now? Gosh, this is frustrating. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. God dang. Oh, this is awful. Why am I slipping into, like, bad Australian? Ah! Peter. Maybe I should do him like... I can't even do a Peter... Dude, guys, I'm in bad form tonight. This is not good. This is not good. So the food on this plate has been laced with sleeping pills. He'll just be silent. Looks like it. Looks we'll just go. We should go full Aussie. Oh God. Looks like it. Looks like it. Looks like it. I can't even get there today. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Should we do, like, we'll do Peter Griffin. Some people think we should pursue the case we all... Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. We'll get there. And some people think we should switch suspects. Oh, God. I don't know if we're getting there tonight. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. More? God. Hey, Chowder. Oh, that might be it. Feel kind of bad for Miss Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Missy Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, sounds like one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Alright. God, I gotta stop talking to him. That grate's still lying here. Ah. They've seen wisdom at last. They know if they'd fix it, I'd just kick it off again. That poor assistant. I'll have to know for the next stream when I do the actual trial to bone up on my Boston accent. Remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus a steak. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about those. I mean, what's the point? Oh my gosh, I've read that so many times. Half-finished backdrop for a stage here. It's like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh? So normal. It's all the same stuff. Let's move. Whoops. Yeah. That's what I want. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess, well, WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! Let's talk. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah, Ms. Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some kind of dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set. Was that trailer part of the film set, then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear the Global Studio is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. Sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. An accident 5 years ago? Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us talking about it. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all that ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. Sure, the kids will be fine. Find a new hero to follow. No, it can't be true. The program just ends. They'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. Think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. This one?
Take that!
What's this? This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Neither do I, Nick. Funny that I don't either. Oh, okay. I forgot what I was even trying to do here. Steel Samurai. This.
Take that!
And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. Kids love the Steel Samurai. Show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. It was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, producer Miss Vasquez managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career. Word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldback. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Powers his bag. Put all of WP's personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come, yes. Gross. There's a box for snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Completely empty. I can feel Maya's eyes burning into the back of my neck. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Must be his own clothes. Array of costumes. Same stuff. Always have mirrors. Not quite as spiky as usual. Uh-oh. What are you doing? You, having a little trouble keeping the spikes up there, Phoenix? Oh, sorry. I haven't cleaned up there yet. It's locked. Guess he doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. Alright. Go talk to that stupid security guard.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer!
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told you? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols. Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to.
Oh, right.
Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
I have proof. Sorry, Miss Old Bag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof.
What? That's a little empty bottle supposed... What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer, rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win, I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident, a fatal accident. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. The photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi, if you know what I'm saying. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
Photograph. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this a trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell on the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Now can I examine this? Nope, everything's fine. What's up, ho? Get presented. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Oh, old? She means a security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, is this chick just stuck on, like, is she just on opium all day? Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. It's like getting to Igor. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Oh, God. You came. You seem surprised. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Ms. Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career, in no here, went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. Accident? How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spill everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard. Believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy for that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys.
Hey. Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think would you like to be erased?
What?
Your trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. It's really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry. Just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay. Got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Perpetual bottom. To be continued. Okay. All right. Now we're going to be done. Solo. There we go. Okay, let me
let me just go ahead and do the rest of the chats, and then we're going to wrap up. Sakaki Onsai says early and bearded. Gawker's Death Rattle says early rackets equals smuggest rackets. And yes, I will do Twitch when this is done. I will. Fury Finesse says early in Metro. God of Plague says, Nick, you got me addicted to Milos. I'm sorry. No, I want to try out the Inquisitor Martyr patch on Twitch. That's what we're going to do. Albert Reed, thanks for donation. The guy from that thing says, can we address the Gunt? You know, I don't know what's up with Ralph. I don't. I want to talk to him about it, though. I really want to talk to Ralph about it. I don't want to just go off of other people's stories. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I don't know how to address it with him. So we'll see. We'll see. Comic-Con Freak says, Jamie Markey is a guest at Anime Expo this year. Wish it was Vic instead so I could stand in line for 5 hours for an autograph. Well, since it's Markey, you can stand in line for literally no time at all for an autograph. Toriko 16 says, please send this money on non-paint thinner booze. No whiskey, no Texas whiskey, please. I promise that I will not buy any Texas whiskey. Silva says, white dads only, no Drexel, boo. Nick better be in blackface to honor Drexel. Yeah, well, Drexel's not able to come out this weekend. Samuel Montanez says, I'm 8 minutes late myself. We'll be watching 8 to 9 minutes behind everyone. Let's have a blast all. Eathawk Noob says, been buying shot glasses while on the road and came to the unfortunate realization I bought Alabama and Mississippi twice. Oh, that sucks. Unhinged Crank says, Lady Racket's calling. She's fallen and can't get up. Oh. Cyber Warrior says, Shane is so stupid he lies by accident. Drexel is a dad. Cyber Warrior says, oh wait, no. Red Ring of Death says, it's not hard, Nick. Shane's always lying and stupid. DCV Titan says, DSM equals Donkey Show Manual. Yep, let's run with that. Pistol Pete 2141, thanks. Coyote Briggs, thanks. Space Reptile says, what's the strangest law firm name you've seen? Today I found Hennessy and Roach. I don't know. I've never really paid attention for that. I'll keep an eye out. DCV Titan says, a medic stabbing someone like that, depending on the tool, sounds like they're trying to relieve pressure in the chest cavity to allow someone to breathe. Normally I would say yes, but all of the witnesses basically said it didn't look like that was the case. Although they also said the stabbing didn't look fatal. So who knows? Ryan Thornton says, it could be wrong. Wasn't there a document on Kiwi in regards to a July 18th hearing? Oh, yeah, there's a hearing on the special exceptions calendared for July 18th. We'll see if that actually goes through. If they're not squabbling over discovery, they'll likely just address the concerns in a, like with it, if there's some sort of issue, they'll address it with an amended pleading or something like that. I don't know if they really actually intend to take that to a hearing or not. I'll let you know as soon as I know. There's some stuff about that document that's interesting procedurally, but we'll see. I want to see how it goes. I'm interested because I think they might be making progress on their discovery squabbles, and if that's the case, let's let that work out, and then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Maybe, hopefully, in the past tense. Jamal Breezy says, sup, Nick? How do you feel about Nightwing? I don't know anything about Nightwing. Phoenix Lord Asserman says, you ever thought about doing a stream on Warhammer Fantasy? I know it's over, but I enjoyed it more than any of Games Workshop's other games. No. I'm not really versed on it, but maybe I could talk to someone about it. Snarkmark says Tifa now Beefa. Short Round says, oh wait, we covered those. Blaine 20 says Short Round says, Solo Beverly says, Corono says, Esme says, Ty says, Vic says, yeet. Blaine 20 says, the apparently official word from the devs is that Tifa was not censored, but was given a sports bra to prevent floppage. Sure she was. Sure she was. You're a Claude One Yellow Pearl, IMLH says, could Monica and Ron plead insanity? Example, the demons told me to do it and have case dismissed? No. Sorry, I watched the Shiglu's video, Goofy's trial. No. Satenshi says, yo, thanks for entertaining while I'm on overnight travel to Vegas. Also, when are we getting how embarrassing mugs on the store? I think soon. Ike13D says, no, you fool. Look at the description of the camera. He doesn't know how to use it. Ishailzen says, I'll have you know Shane's chair is named the Climaxer. Ugh. No one important says, Psycho Mantis says, you have not saved often. You are somewhat reckless. Very reckless. I just believe I'll win. How's that? Steve Shitty says, I feel like the judge is on LSD. Ike13D says, ha ha ha, I'm loving this stream, dude. Good, I'm glad. No one important says, chat are such backseat gamers. Nick has this. Deadly Chris says, Phoenix Wright, boot to the head, is a funny video to see when you have the time. And thank you for your streams. They are very enjoyable. Well, thank you for watching them. Cesario JPN says, Nick's smile and optimism, gone. Daka says, innocence proves nothing. Chaotic Vic says, Nick understands what For the Fans means, unlike many voice actors I can name. Thanks, Nick. My lady and I do love watching you. 10 out of 10, best boomer. Thank you. Solo Beverly says, this 5 is for being a trooper for the fans. Brett says, a thanks for more Phoenix Wright tonight. TLJ Screwjob says, first Tifa and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now Mia to Maya and Phoenix Wright. Daniel Dawson says, initial trial supposedly leads to full trial in case of guilty verdict. Ace Attorney is based on Japanese court system where over 99% of trials end in conviction. So wouldn't this increase the workload? Who knows? Big Dummy for Life. Nick's Vasquez voice equals the late Casey Kasem, the original voice of Shaggy, hired to do Remy LeBeau / Gambit impression. Yellow Flash 2 says, hating homeless people is racist, unsubbed. Aww. Moist John says, epic voice range, Nick. What a great entertainer. Lugied, thank you for the donation. Short Round says, is it true you love my shirts? Would recommend. It is true and would recommend. Short Round, do you want me to show the card on the stream? Like the cards for your shop? I'll do that. I'll do it on the next show. Moist John says, ask Ralph, what's going on, big guy? That's a good way to do it. Probably will. All right, let's do the Justice chats. Broly Elric says, will you and Medicare still be doing a lore stream, Lord Rackets? We kind of did one. I haven't talked to Jim in a long time, so we'll have to figure that out. Last time I talked to him, he was really busy with E3. So I'll see what Jim's up to. I don't know. Test Not on Holiday says, as I Mexican myself, I can confirm that all Spanish women sound like Speedy Gonzalez. I don't know if you mean as a Mexican yourself or as you do, like as I Mexican yourself, which would be pretty interesting. Dave Youngson says, hate to tell you, Nick, the guy in your DMs is right. Don't you start with me. To release the flavor of whiskey, you should put a few drops and only a few of water into it. I don't like it. Nope, don't trust it. Oh, and go up a level in Shane's Google Drives. It's interesting what he has there. I don't look in Shane's Google Drives. Ugh. Keck7 Ghost says, how can we trust you to read legal documents when you can't even read video games? That's a good question. Schwazoom says, it seems more and more clear to me their entire legal strategy is to take away all of Vic's and the donators' money by extending litigation for as long as possible. Nothing more, just delay. I don't think so. But we'll see. Schwazoom says, Global Studios are going to launch a new show. They're calling it High Guardian Spice. No! Lulu CC says, hey, Nick. Been a while since I've donated in a while. Hey, thanks. Short Round says, you got new patches for your collection, right? I do. I'll show them on stream tomorrow, and I'll show the card. How's that? We'll do that. So tomorrow, at the beginning of the show, with Doug and Larry, I'll show the patches, and then I'll show the card as well. All right, guys. Let's do this, shall we? All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. And I'm going to go switch over to Twitch. Just take me a few minutes to get a couple things together so I can, like, disgustingly eat ice cream on the stream and stuff like that. But, yeah. I suppose I will see you over there. Thank you all for joining me, of course, on another Phoenix Wright stream. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for a belated Father's Day chat with Doug, Larry, and possibly Ty Beard. So, all right, guys. I will see you on Twitch in probably 15 minutes or so. See you then. Peace. Peace.
Many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an art bag, a bow, more of love rug. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea, post on Twitter as we hear lawsplaining tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all planet folks from Doug T to Drexel. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. So pour out a glass for the tea, post on Twitter as we hear lawsplaining tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law